Hello and welcome to another episode. So, this episode, I'm going to be talking to you about something that has majorly impacted my business, and it is finding my focus. So, I want to help you find your focus within your business because it really has made an impact for my growth. And I want to talk about why you should explore what your focus is in your business as well. So, in this episode, we're going to discover why I believe focus is fundamental for your business, my journey with finding my focus, and how I recommend you find what to focus on as well in your business. So, yes, focus is hugely important. And actually, it is one of, I'm looking up because I've got 3 words for 2024 that I have got on my mind map. The first one is focus, the second one is trust, and the third is belief. Trust and belief, actually, I have tattooed on my right arm because they just felt so aligned with me. I actually have belief, trust aligned on a tattoo that I designed myself, but focus has really come into play this year. And so it is going to be something that I energetically put myself into working with in 2024. So I believe it's fundamental because of my own business journey, and it has been something that I've heard a lot in the online space. So a little shout out to my friend Amy Downs, who has always said, always have your one thing. And it's so true. She's always said this. And I took it as, one thing that you focus on a monthly basis or on a weekly basis in terms of marketing and what you're selling. But actually, there's so much more meaning behind that around focus, such as one of the things being that you need to have focus around what you're talking about in your marketing, your content, but also around what you're selling. So, as a whole bigger picture. So, with this, I mean that you have one key product that you focus on, and that will be what we call the mothership and the moneymaker of your business. So, for me, this is Sustainable Sales, my mastermind, because it's one of my high ticket programs. The other one is my one-to-one. Sustainable Sales is my high ticket program, and that brings me the most money because I can serve more people through that. And so I want to then focus on selling more of that. And that's fundamental, to have that key thing that you can sell on a consistent basis, that it will allow you to go from one to many, that will allow you to make more impact but make more money as well. So you not only can serve your clients but serve yourself. And it really is fundamental to your business, because without that kind of forward thinking and that system in place, you could be winging it, or you could actually create a marketing plan. Well, a lot of businesses in the online space I see don't actually have one in place, and that's another fundamental, but that's another talk for another day. But what happens is you then may sell something and it doesn't sell quite well. So you think that the issue is the problem. It's not, it's the marketing. But psychologically, in our mind, we start to believe that it's us or it's the product, and it's not another factor. So then what we do is we create something else that we then sell. But by doing this, we create more work for ourselves, more stress, more anxiety, and we actually lack more focus in doing all of that. So it's fundamental to ensure that you stay on plan, on track, and you have that focus on one thing. And this is actually across the board within your business. So focusing on what it is that you're an expert in, what your unique superpower is, what it is that makes you different. So think about that for your business. Why being focused can be fundamental. And then I want to share my journey. So my journey with finding my focus has been quite a long one. And it's been quite a journey, and it's taken a lot of time. And this is for two key reasons. So first thing is, my first business was a memory keepsake business, which I've run for 9 years. And this year I made the decision to close it down. And in full transparency, in this moment right now, recording this podcast, that keepsake business is still causing me stress to this day. And that is because I still have orders that need to go out from when I still ran that business, even though I've been closed for months. One, because someone made a massive order for Christmas and I got bookings in for Christmas. One, because someone came back to me who's not actually had her order yet because I was awaiting materials from her. And then finally, because a friend who I went to school with reached out and wanted to grab some keepsakes before I closed. And although I love the sewing side, it has been majorly stressful. And this has been something that has massively thrown my focus right now in the here and now, because I cannot focus on where I want to be, building that six-figure career with a team and supporting other small businesses, investing in other businesses, because I'm constantly thinking about what I need to get done in the back of my mind with that business that actually no longer exists. So actually for me right now, the key to staying focused is to prioritize that what needs to be done so that I can free myself and be in true alignment and move forward. But that's not just where the focus journey is, that's just the recent focus. My focus journey with business has been it's been like I've been a ping pong ball. I've been pinged and ponged everywhere. So I came into being a business coach and mentor in 2021, and I launched as the creative business coach. And that's what I wanted to be at the time. And that's because of my own background in my own business. But what actually happened was, along the journey, I had no focus. I didn't know who I wanted to serve other than creatives. I was not specific and I wasn't clear enough. So I couldn't get focused if I wasn't clear on all these things. But having that journey, although I was very ping pong here, there, and everywhere, it's actually played a vital role into getting me where I am today. Because had I not done that and give myself some experience in that, and I like to see it as a practice run, which sounds awful because they were amazing clients and they are not by no means my practice clients, but they did help me shape the person I am now. I learned so much, I've grown so much, and I loved the journey. But it did come to a point where I didn't enjoy it anymore. And I felt something was missing. And that missing piece was filled when I realised that there was a certain type of client that was coming in that I loved serving, but I wasn't focusing my energy on that client and speaking to that ideal client because I felt like my narrative was that I still had to be the creative business coach. And I want to put this out there to you now. It is okay to change your focus. It is absolutely okay. I've changed my focus twice in the past 12 months. The first one was I came out as the Queen of Business Organisation. That came about in summer 2022. And then I've worked on that. I bought my domain, I changed and rebranded my whole business around that. And then in this summer of 2023, I discovered that actually I know now who I want to work with. And I've started communicating that and I've started bringing that type of ideal client in, which has felt in alignment and amazing. And having that focus in speaking to that person has made a difference. So it did actually involve things getting worse before they got better because of the changes. And you will actually find this a lot when you have lacked focus in your business. Often the reason you're not getting consistency is because there's no focus there in who you are and what you're doing. So if you're not focused and you're not clear, other people are not going to see and understand that either, which can be a deal breaker in welcoming in new clients, generating leads, and making more money. And it's interesting because when I had that change last year, as I became the Queen of Business Organisation, I got really clear and I thought it was going to take time, but I had a goal of having 30 members in my membership. But as soon as I had that messaging and I was consistent with it and had that focus, actually what happened was I hit that goal so fast. One of my own clients actually said, I remember at the beginning of the year when you set this goal, Danny, and now you've achieved it. And it's been amazing to watch your journey. And that was from a client. And I love watching their journeys. And she was right. And it was amazing to reach it. And it was interesting to see that once I'd got that focus and communicated that in my marketing, the people came in and I made more money. And then this year again, massive changes. It's even bigger than last year. And I did say it got worse before it got better. So full transparency, I'm always honest. I lost around 10 clients. I think it was in 1 month or around 6 weeks in my business. That was a massive hit at the time where I also closed my keepsakes business. So it was a massive financial hit and we are just getting through it now. It's a learning curve and it's a lesson, but I don't regret it. Although it's been hard, I know that my business is heading in the right direction. And that word trust again comes up. And I've just had to trust and believe that the focus that I now have is going to take me in the right to the right place. And it absolutely has, because on the other end of that, I have now started welcoming in consistent clients, and my income has stacked faster than it has before. And actually seeing that pivot and seeing that movement, it's all down to how focused I've become in what I'm doing, because then it has allowed me to plan effectively, to execute it, and it's allowed me to save more time and actually think of the bigger picture in what I'm creating next year. So this now brings me to how I recommend that you find what you focus on in your business. So I'm guessing you can get a lot from the journey that I have had, but you need to think about what it is that you actually want to do. And when I say this, there's multiple things we can talk on, but who you are as a person, what lights you up when you're working, and if you are feeling out of alignment, please make that change, even if it's going to have a financial impact, because you will come out the other side. You absolutely will. And my recommendations, if you do have to go through that, is look at where you're spending money, and are you using that first and foremost? Are you actually getting something out of it? Can you get out of it? Can you make changes? And go and invest in stuff that is going to keep you on the right path for you, because there's so many shiny objects these days. I see people time and time again, and I'm going to be honest, because like honesty is my thing right now, but when I see people investing in multiple memberships at low price points, where I can see that they cannot possibly contribute all their time and energy to, and it's just draining their bank account, it really peeves me off. And this is because I have been there and I get it. But when they are not realizing and having this awareness, and this could be you, and by no means am I putting any judgment on you, because this is myself judging the past self on what I did, but I've done it, and I still see it in the online space, where people invest in memberships for many different things: for content, for social media support, for strategy support, for networking, for co-working, for Instagram in particular, because they believe that they need all these different strategies, all these different things to learn about, and all these magic pills that all these people are selling you that will get you the results. But the actual truth in all of this is that yes, you do need to learn multiple things, but it's about focusing on one thing at a time. So if you see a membership, social media, for example, that can teach you what you need to do to grow on social media, that is amazing. But do you have the capacity right now to focus on that and implement it? If not, it's just dead wood that you're paying for every single month, but you're not committing to, or you're trying to balance and juggle all the things at once because you're in multiple memberships and it's actually not serving you. And this was actually a reason that I built both my mastermind and my foundations program, because I knew there was a gap. I knew that people needed things. So two reasons. I knew that people needed an all-in experience that offered everything, which is where my mastermind comes in. But I also knew that people needed a place where you have it all, but it's not overwhelming and thrown in your face all at once, which some experiences I have had in the past when I was learning and growing, it was all just there, and it was kind of like a pick and mix. Whereas people who have a brain like mine, you need the structure. So it's do this first, then this, implement this, then this. So it might be that you start with working on your mindset. Then if, for example, in my foundations program, we work on mindset first for a month, and then we work on business organization, because it's me. And I'm the queen of business organization. But I also believe that if we start out being organized, as we learn the rest of the things that you need in your business and put those jigsaw pieces together, it doesn't become overwhelming, because you've already started with the organization and being in the right mindset. So this is why I created programs such as Foundations that allows you to work through it step by step. So that would be my advice in finding what to focus on, is recognizing what your knowledge gaps are, but don't invest in them all at once, and don't put all your eggs in too many baskets, because if not, we're just going to be juggling with eggs, and we all know how that turns out. If we drop one, they're going to crack. So you can't put all your energy into multiple things. Just like I advise that when you start off, focus on one platform, one social media platform. Don't put all your energy into different places, because you can never be 100%, especially when you're starting out, or if you are just growing your business and you're not yet ready to build a team. And it does become like a chicken and egg situation where you need to build a team, but you're overwhelmed. So we need to deal with the overwhelm first and get your business management in place, but focus on the right key things to allow that growth to happen. So I recommend that you look at what your knowledge gaps are and focus on one thing at a time for development and growth within your business to get tangible results, which of course I can help with. So if you do want help with that, do reach out now, because my foundations program is open for enrollment until December 31st. 31st, God, I can't even speak, 31st, 2023, and we begin in January. And you can spend a whole year with me in foundations, where you get monthly mentoring and coaching. You get weekly Q&A sessions, which you can use as needed as well. There's no pressure. And you get a monthly training module that is structured so that you can focus on one topic every single month for 12 months. And all of that will encompass everything you need to start and scale your business so that you can make more money without burning out and without that overwhelm, because I don't want that for anyone. So this is for you if you're coming from a place of you've tried all these strategies before that all the gurus are telling you, or maybe you're investing your money in multiple different places and you're actually juggling and you're not managing to find the balance, and you want to find that balance and you want to make a consistent income while you do it and grow your business. This will be the best place for you to come and work with me, but it does only open once per year. So just a bit of a recap. We've talked about why I believe focus is fundamental. So I hope you can see and understand now how focus can be fundamental for your business, and have started thinking about what you can go away and focus on, and how my journey has impacted me. And maybe you've got some golden nuggets from that and things that you're recognizing that you're doing and potentially need to stop doing. Sometimes it can be a self-sabotage, and that's why we don't focus. And how I recommend what you focus on. Go and take my recommendations on board and implement those into your business. And do reach out on social media and share how you're getting on with anything that you learn on this podcast. I would love to hear it. I'd love to see how you're getting on. So please do come and reach out and share it with me. And if you have any questions, please submit them, because we will have some future bonus episodes coming up where I answer all your questions about me, about life, about business, or mindset, or anything else that you want to see here on these sessions. Bye for now.